Sit your ass down. Go sit down. No. No, not the way you're talking in Anna, you're not. No. Go sit down. Go sit your ass down.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
To kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Locke working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27th. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a 43-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now Jones. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Not so long again.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know, they're the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, to figure they'd try and get the ball to Julio early, and they did it right there.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Picked off by Justin Simmons. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
2nd and 10 at the 29.
Lock to throw on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks and no touchdown passes yet either. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now Bettis, 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
It's only on 15.
Brendan McManus.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now Jones. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he goes out right around the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. To throw again is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory now. We'll see what transpires. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. The 30.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Damn it.
Dante, you want to eat? Bring my fries. Yeah, because I forgot. I ordered this on the line, and then I ordered. Oh no, one of them is yours too. Because I begged you because we got mashed potato.
defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Block now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
6-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of... five, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ted McKinley made his way into the backfield. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Clock now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got White here. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. His throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. A field goal would tie it, but they want more. They're going for it. Lock going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught. Jones.
That's good.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. He'll get the first down and more and send to 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the lead will grow by one more. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
I like this range. Start getting buttermilk ranch.